Julia here again, back at it with another video. And I'm sitting at this table with all of these chairs because today we're going to talk about group work in university and your team. Depending on your university program, group work can be minimal or heavily incorporated in your courses. Whether you love them or you hate them, you will have to endure them. And not only in university, but also in school, and then after university, in the real world, you will encounter the same shit. And group assignments can serve as really character building experiences because you encounter many types of people when you work in a team. So without further ado, here are the 4 types of people you are bound to encounter in your university when you're doing group assignments and how to deal with them. First of all, the no-show teammate. This person is also known as a lazy teammate, and they will probably be missing from most, if not all, of your group meetings. They will leave your emails and messages unanswered, and this may be frustrating if your team is counting on this person to contribute to the team's grade. You may try to get them to work and cut them some slack here and there, but if you have exhausted all of the measures, you might have no choice but to go to your jugular or professor and just ask them to remove them from the group. I know that might seem like a shitty thing to do, but if that's what your grade depends on, you might just not have another choice. Sorry. Second, the procrastinator teammate. The procrastinator may be present during your meetings and they may even promise you to deliver the work by the deadline. But the problem is, they might not live up to that promise. It may seem like an impossible task to not lose temper with that teammate because it is just so frustrating. But consider that everyone works at a different pace, and some people, they just need that last-minute rush to get them working, and some people prefer working little by little, so by the time deadline rolls around, they have completed all of their work. Speak with your teammates to ensure that everybody knows about their deadlines and they agree to them. And depending on your project, some teammates depend on other teammates to complete their work to start their part because they have to just collaborate on their parts. However, if you're still unsure that the procrastinator will deliver their work on time, just give them an earlier deadline for their task. And also try to check up on them a little bit more than your other teammates and try to just remind them all of the time about their task and just be aware if they are doing anything at all, if they're progressing in their task at all. In this way, you will make sure that the procrastinators deliver their work on time, and if needed, you will still have time to redo something or make some last-minute adjustments. The quiet teammate may be responsible enough to attend all of your group meetings, and they might dutifully complete all of their tasks. But the frustration comes when they just don't speak up in the group meetings to share their ideas, or they might just refuse to participate in the group presentation. What you and your other teammates might do is support your quiet teammate and encourage them to share their ideas in the group meetings and to speak up. If it is really hard for them, you might suggest to them to share their ideas via text or email. If a presentation is required and they are reluctant to speak, just give them like the smallest part of your presentation. After all, not everyone enjoys public speaking. Regardless, it is important to step out of your comfort zone with the presentation and give it your best. But don't worry, everything will be all right. And last but not least, we have the high achiever. Working with a high achiever compared to the rest of your teammates can seem like the best end of the deal, because at least you can be sure that they care about your team's grade and that they will do all of their work. However, their incredibly high standards might result in micromanaging and controlling all other teammates. They might constantly check on their team's progress by the point that it's just obnoxious. And they might also try to shoulder more responsibilities and try to do work for everyone when they don't even need help. Basically, they don't trust their teammates, and that's what causes the frustration. If you're a concerned teammate and you're in a team with such high achiever, your best way to deal with them would be to speak with them in person and not via text to avoid any miscommunication. And try to do it as soon as you spot them in a team and before it gets out of your hands. Just try to be honest with them and calmly explain that while their effort is appreciated, everyone is pulling their weight and nobody really needs their help. And maybe they just didn't realize that they are becoming too high-strung about this project and that they're becoming a little bit obnoxious. So these were the 4 types of people you will encounter in university in your teamwork. And teamwork can be hard because everybody has their strong sides and everybody has their weak sides. So if you saw yourself in one of those 4 types, now you know your weaknesses, and it will help you to control them and do your best work in a team. Because at the end of the day, everybody wants to get a good grade and everybody has one goal. And if you saw somebody else in those 4 types, now you know how to deal with them. So this is it for this week, and in the comments down below you can tell me if you saw yourself in one of those types and what type it was. And for now, this was Julia, and I'll see you in the next one.